is Melanie Johnson, and I'm originally from Raleigh, North Carolina. I moved to Greensboro when I began to attend North Carolina A&T, and this is my 10th year of teaching. I've wanted to be a teacher since I was in kindergarten because I had an assistant teacher who was really supportive and made you feel like you were the most important, the most special, the smartest, and she made all of us feel equally as important. So I wanted to be that kind of teacher. My favorite thing about teaching is we're being able to work with culturally diverse students, and that moment when the light bulb comes on for them and they're able to do something or they learn something that they didn't know before. The most challenging part about teaching would be having 30 different personalities, levels, abilities in one classroom and having to meet the needs of every single one of those students. But it's something that keeps you on your toes and it keeps you learning. To inspire a new teacher, I would say don't be afraid to share your ideas because you have something to offer and something to bring to the table just like anyone else. Don't be afraid to ask questions because that's how you learn. And the most important thing about teaching is to build positive relationships with your students so that they'll be more willing to meet your expectations.
I am Christopher Muscatello, and I am a Rankin Ram. I'm Christopher Muscatello, and I'm originally from Pennsylvania. I have been teaching for 16 years at Rankin Elementary School. I began teaching because growing up I did not like school, and I do all that I can to love on kids and get them excited for learning. My favorite thing about teaching is you get to affect the lives of students every single day. The most challenging thing about teaching is balancing your life and your work. If you're working all the time and don't have a life, you're going to burn out. So many things depend on the attitude that you have towards them. It can either be a good attitude or a bad attitude, and you have the decision to make, and no one else can make that decision for you.
I'm Lindsay Poplin, and I am a Rankin Ram. I'm Lindsay Poplin, and I'm from Eden, North Carolina, and I've been teaching for 10 and a half years. I decided to go into the teaching field after my freshman year in college. I originally decided to be an accountant. That didn't work out too well, so I decided to go into the teaching field. One thing I love about teaching is that I get to see continuous growth from my students. I'm very lucky to be able to work with some students for multiple years, and I get to see their growth not only each year but throughout their career at Rankin. One of the most challenging things I think as a teacher is to get the parents involved. At our school we spend a lot of time on parental involvement, but we still see it as a challenge. One way I would like to inspire new teachers is to think about you have the ability to make a great difference on a child's life every day. So the days that you feel defeated or you feel like giving up, just think about the impact you're making on the students' lives.
Boom.